Radhe Jai Shri Radhe Jai Shri Radharani Ki Jai Vrindavaneshwari Jai Shri Angaharini Ki Jai Jai Bhuvasundari Jai Shri Dhamaru Jai Maharani Asesha Sandani Ki Jai Samhariti Bhavini Ganga Jalali Shri Durga Tinashini Bilva Vriksha Nivasini Ki Jai Jaya Radhe Jaya Radharani
Hare Krishna, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, here we are again, man. It's where the action is. We'll save that one for later. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Tons of fun, yeah, tons. Heavy too. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Amazon. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Oh, there she is, Sachi. Welcome. Thank you for coming, Sachi. All right. Hare, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ah, Krishna. Ah, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Oh, there you go. River, welcome. Thank you for coming there, River. I'm so happy with Sachi and River. They're doing so good. I'm amazed. Sachi's doing so nice. How she handles things so great. You know. Thank you so much. And River too. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Let's shake it. Let's shake it. Shake that booty there. Let's. The men can shake their booties, and the women can shake their boobies. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. I tell you, women want to hug. They hug the whole show. They want to shake their boobies and booties. They do both, man. They get injections both ways, you know. See, women always want to be the biggest and the best, right? I don't know where that came from. I don't know. You know? I'm getting purified. Hare Krishna. You gotta forgive a fool. You know? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. There you go. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Okay, get your little bead bags out there and let's do some choppa here. This will keep me out of trouble here.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama. So
These
cute.
are special deities. She stole them. She stole one of them.
She's so cute.
I'll tell you this story. She's a thief. She's a thief like Lord Gore.
I found them at the used bookstore, and I wasn't willing to pay the full price. And they let me have them.
Yeah. Well, you've been cheated enough by Maya anyway, so you might as well cheat Maya a little bit.
Oh my God, I've been lost. I'm lost right now.
Okay, we found you, man. That's
Yeah.
good. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Just
Hare
hang in there,
Krishna, Hare
Sachi.
Krishna.
Everything's be good. You just
Krishna
hold on
Krishna,
tight.
Hare
The
Hare
tree is
Rama,
here. Hold on to the tree.
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna. That's what Tom's doing. He hold on to the tree.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Hare Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Hare,
Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama Hare
Nityananda,
Nityananda Nityananda
Shri
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Gauranga,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare
Nityananda,
Rama
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Gauranga, Shri Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Shri Krishna,
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Shri
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare
Everybody bless Sachi. Love bomb.
Oh, you're just saying that because you told him I stole these, Dee.
Oh, Sachi,
Yes, I
I
did.
bless you in the name of Srila Gaura Haridas.
See, oh, they had a price tag on both of the deities at the bookstore, and they had these awful looking torn up clothes on them. And I'm like, what are you doing here? But I pulled off one of the stickers, $8 off of one, and they kept it on the other, and they gave me the set for half price. So that was years ago. So I did kind of steal one, but
Kind of. It's an outright thievery.
but like Amy said, they needed to get out of there. And I've been taking care of them, and they've been taking care of me.
That's true. I know. They're amazing. They're amazing.
And I paid for it by the car now.
Yeah.
The car is wrecked.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. Happened Lolita too. It's when that means you're going to get more mercy.
Lolita too?
Yeah. So her car got wrecked, completely like that. Worse.
Jeez.
Didn't have a scratch on her like you.
What's Krishna doing?
Taking things away. He wants you to get an electric bicycle.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Not electric, just lights for the nighttime.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jai
Jai
Shri
Shri
Advaita
Advaita
Jaya Gaura
Chandra
Bhakta
Jaya
Vrinda.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
All right, yes.
Whoa.
Continuing on with Chaitanya Chandradaya. Yeah. So, Lolita, I'll call you, read some verses. Actually, this time it's your turn, River. You read some verses here, and I might make a few comments here and there, maybe.
Any verses?
Yeah. Wait. No. I'm gonna give you. I'll give you the. I'll give you the link here.
I have it. It's Chaitanya. It's the Nectar Moon of Sri Chaitanya. Yes.
Yeah. You have the same one I got. Is it red color in background? Red and.
Yes, it's got a picture of
Yeah.
Lord
Yeah.
Caitanya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll tell you what to read. Okay. Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah. Read number chapter 6 and verse number 49. Start there. 48.
6:48.
48. Yes.
Thank you, Maharaj. Okay, you're going to turn the music off, Maharaj. It's a bit loud.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I like it. Turn it down. And it actually, whatever you need to do.
Yeah, turn it off. Go ahead.
Okay. Although the rising ocean of Lord Gaurachandra's mercy has flooded the entire world, I am so fortunate that not even a single drop has. I am unfortunate that not even a single drop has fallen upon me. How has this amazing calamity happened?
Yeah, actually, read that. Well, actually, let me share something about that. That's really a good verse. That just explains the situation. He's speaking from the point of view of people that haven't made a connection with Lord Caitanya. See, and those who have, they're flooded with this ecstatic devotion. I mean, those who become real devotees, they enter the Sangha of the real devotees. Just like here, this is a revival of something very special that was happening then. You know? And those who didn't make connection with Lord Caitanya, they're untouched by it. This is what people, even if you're in a spiritual discipline, you're untouched by it. You know, even if you're following Buddhism or any other path. And a lot of times people, this is spiritual. Or you could be even worshiping Radha and Krishna. But if you're not experiencing the deluge of this incarnation, there's another level that you're missing, because he's the only one, him, starting with Madhavinda Puri and our line, is the only one where they brought this since Radha and Krishna were here. People forgot about Radha. Even now, they're worshiping Radha and Krishna, but not with the strength that was here 5,000 years ago. People don't know what that strength is. The only way you can know something about the strength of that worship, the depth of that ecstasy of that worship, is connection with Lord Caitanya. And that was 550 years ago. And the only way now you can know something about that is connection with a real associate, Otherwise, you will not know. And you will think you know, you will speculate you know, and that's all I've seen, except here. Here you can see in demonstration, anybody that will stick it out and stay around for a while, you will see a worship you don't see anywhere, in any guru, anywhere. And if you do, that means there's a real associate of Lord Chaitanya here. But they are so rare, just like this incarnation is so rare. Once every 27 Divya Yugas, or that's 4,320,000,000 years before such an avatar comes. And that means you can go from one Kali Yuga cycle to Satya Yuga 27 times, and then this Krishna comes, and this Lord Chaitanya comes. That's a long time. My God, we're talking millions of years. So Prabodha is trying to stress that, and we're coming to that understanding too. The more I'm here, I've been here day after day for 6 years with you guys. And before that for years. When I wasn't taking a sabbatical into some other philosophy or something to check it out. A tour, world tour, yeah, and and this is how it is. You have to come into this associate to experience such a love, such an ecstasy, such a truth. You have to. There is no other practical way, and to such a depth of understanding. What Krishna even said. Like Krishna says, "Oh, I'm not attained by regulative doing rules and regulations and fastings that are taught by most of the gurus. 99.9% of gurus who have ashrams are there. I'm not attained that way. Not the Krishna of Vrindavan with the depth of that ecstasy. No, I'm not attained by going to those gurus and those ashrams and doing the sadhana programs they're preaching, but they don't manifest this ecstasy. You can go to, I tell you, I'll challenge you. You can go to any of those sanghas, go to any of those gurus. If you stay here 1 month, if you really want to know that I'm not bluffing or bullshitting or exaggerating, you stay here 1 month and you look around, you feel, you see, and then you go and look anywhere in this world to see if there's anything like this, with this kind of intense everything worship. I mean intense, deep, with revelations like this on the essence of every truth. But of course, you got to stick around for a while to find that out, and you got to get purified. You got to get over, you got to be teachable. You got to be like, that Zen monk teaching thing. This guy says, "Oh, I want to learn about, he comes, you're my master. I want to learn. I want to be your disciple." And so the Zen masters looked and he says, "Oh, okay, yeah, let's see." And so he knew the person was full of his own ideas and concepts about what he thought was the highest thing. But the bottom line, the guy was not liberated. See, the monk was. He was on some kind of level of liberation. But the disciple wasn't. We came to him for shelter, but yet he was still full of thinking this and that and identifying. And so the Zen monk says, "Let's have some tea." And so he puts out the teacup, and the Zen monk starts pouring the tea, and he keeps pouring. It's overflowing, and overflowing. See? And the guy says, "Stop, there's too much tea in there." He said, "Yeah, that's the problem. There's too much in you. You're not an empty vessel. You have to be emptied out." That's the purification here. That's the humility that you come to. You have to get purified to see that whatever path you followed, whatever you believe, has not given you the mukti you've been looking for. You're still, like harassed. See, what you'll see here, if you stick around, you'll see people that are free. Not everybody, but you'll see some that are already free. They're actually, you could see, these people have the symptoms of being liberated souls. Look how free they are. Look how happy they are inside. Yeah. Where's the depression? you know. Not everybody's like that here, but you know, they're all on their way. That's the uniqueness about this Sangha. People make tangible discipline because tangible spiritual progress. Tangible, not like you come into a Sangha with a guru or a teacher and then you're kind of more or less like you were from the beginning at the end. You're still not quite liberated. That's what I've seen. I've been with many gurus. I've seen many Sanghas. I've been to India. I lived in India. I've been to holy places. I've done different disciplines, and there ain't nothing like this that I've seen. Okay? So the point is, that's its style. When you really get the mercy of Lord Caitanya, you get free, starting with your own self. You say, my God, this is so amazing. Such freedom, such happiness. You know? What do you think there, River? Is that true?
You know, everybody has seen my journey, Maharaj, you know, from how I've been to, you know, the troubles that I have had and the miseries that have been here. But carrying on and listening every day, you know, it's just naturally more and more attractive, naturally got more and more addicted to being with this family in this association. You have taught us and put us on a platform where we can be free, where we can let go of all those miseries. And you know that I have so many of those, you know, with the bodily troubles, even that, you know, just transcend them. Because here you teach us how temporary they are and the hold that they have, and they don't stand tall anymore. They don't have that empowerment. We receive empowerment here from the Lord because of being purified with you, you know, and it's been intense, but it's worth it. It is really worth it. It's only the false ego. When the false ego is in play, it tries to destroy everything, you know. Coming back here again and hearing from you, it takes that power away again and again and again. And we open up and we can really receive this absolute truth, Maharaj, this clean, clear, pure truth. And you just be and engage, experience that. And that is what gives the freedom. It gives us so much freedom from this trouble that we have here, you know, and it doesn't stop. But this transcendence, it's just so wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. What do you think, Lolita?
Not at the moment.
Oh, Tom, I can always get a thought from Tom. Go ahead, Tom. Give us your word. Give us a thought.
I agree with Lolita.
Okay. All right. Back to the story.
I'm
Please,
too
Laura.
drunk. I'm too drunk to
Oh yeah, I caught her drinking. Okay, yes, she's drinking.
I can say something. Yeah. It's like I told Guru Maharaj, I have one experience after the other. This girl that I was talking to this afternoon. Oh my God, what a presence. She was so surprised that she gave me mercy. She thought I would give her mercy. Oh, it's a completely different level, but this stayed so long inside of me. Speaking in tongues. A girl started to speak in tongues, and I felt my whole body was trembling, man. I started to cry and to laugh. She was looking at me. She couldn't understand. No idea about the value about her. And she, oh my God, see. And then I asked Madhusudana, I say, because I remembered once he did that, but I couldn't remember. And then he sent this video. Now I speak about it, it's here again.
Yeah.
That love of the Lord is so powerful, and even then we feel the ecstasy of the Christians. Um, I'm getting so sensitive by your mercy, Guru Maharaj. It's so unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like a double barrel shotgun. You know, you got the Christian, you got Christ and Krishna. There's the flavors, you know, and you
Different
combine it.
flavor.
Yeah, and you combine it together. It's beautiful.
It's in my legs.
Yeah.
It's really in my legs. It's wrong. Yeah, well, I thought you wouldn't be pleased that therefore I wrote it in private, because I don't know, this speaking in tongues, maybe you're not pleased with that. I don't know.
No, it's a symptom of God, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Madhusudana said when he spoke, he showed the video,
Yeah.
and when he spoke that, he didn't know what he was saying, but later the Holy Spirit gave the verse what he has spoken.
Yeah. Yeah. Now a lot of people they misuse it because it's just like they do in all religions. They it's not real tongues. Most are not really speaking in tongues. They just actually they even teach people like a Vaidhi thing. You speak in, it's like doing the Swami step. They teach them to speak in tongues in some intellectual. It's just so ridiculous. But some it could be authentic where it comes spontaneously, and it's good.
Oh, can it come spontaneously as well?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's got to come really spontaneously. Otherwise, it's not real. It's just like this. This comes spontaneously.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it could be feigned. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super experience.
Yeah. There's a lot of things to experience.
Yeah.
All right, great. That's good. Awesome. Yeah. How about you, Radha? Give us a word or two. Everybody look at Radha.
Finally,
Tell us a joke.
the joke. I am the joke. I just sent a message to Freddy. I said I want to say something, but when I listen to you all, my words are nothing compared to you.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, okay. Okay, good. All right. So let's get back to the story. Thank you, Vero. Okay. So read the next verse there.
That was
River.
Where are you? Oh, there. Okay. 49. Now it is the age of Kali. My enemies, the senses, have become very strong. The splendid path of pure devotional service is blocked by millions of brambles. I am weak and agitated. Alas, where can I go? Oh Lord Chaitanya Chandra, if now you will give me your mercy, what can I do?
Yeah. So the path of pure devotional service that the Lord brought, the path are the devotees. The devotees of Vrindavan. You know, how their relationship with Krishna is the path of pure devotional service. Nobody worships the Lord any better than those devotees. And that was lost. That's still lost. Except here we're learning that path. Here, this is the most what do you call, manifestation of that path that I've seen to date anywhere. Manifestation means you see the symptoms of it. You don't just see the symptoms of talking about it. You see people ecstatically chanting a holy name like we read about, you know. So that's the fructification of this special love. And the object is Krishna, and Krishna is non-different than his name. It's not all about just being loving, be loving. It's all about love. It's about love of Krishna. This is what I was going to tell Zara today. You know, there's a difference between love of Krishna and just love, like kind of a universal love without such a object. When love is contensed in its perfect position, it has a transcendental spiritual object. And that object is the Lord's name. It's non-different than God. All the scriptures, whether it's the Hindu script or Vaishnava scriptures or the Muslim scriptures, I haven't really studied them, but I think it's in there too. The name of God, the name of Allah is important. And the Christian, the Jewish scriptures, the name of God is it. Those who call upon the name. That's how important it is. Lord Caitanya taught that the only real practical way of deliverance in this age of Kali is the name of Krishna, the name of God. It could be Allah, if that's your devotion is to Allah. It could be Christ. These are all names of the Lord, Lord Caitanya, Radha, and Krishna. The specialness of Lord Caitanya, it's not only just salvation and deliverance like what Jesus was made. Devotee of Jesus, many of them just want salvation. They think, just liberate me, give me mukti. The specialty of Lord Caitanya, he took everybody that connects with him and his devotees to the furthest revelation and realization of the absolute truth or of God. The furthest nature of his, the deepest nature of his. See? That is the specialty of what's going on here, to understand the deepest nature. But you can't do it in one day or intellectually. I've been working on it for years. This is just grows and grows and grows and grows. Like a tree grows, gets more leaves. See? Nature, even nature shows how this nature of spirit grows. It matures. See? Otherwise, if you want salvation, a lot of people understand. Krishna gave salvation very easy. He would give it to demons. He just cut their head off and they go into his body and merge and get oneness. Most of the gurus to date teach about basically kind of mixtures of liberation or salvation and love. It's like an alloy. See, the Lord and he's showing me, this is my personal experience. I'm speaking from the book. It's important to confirm what you say. I mean, this is how the Acharyas taught in our line. See, they teach by the book and the scriptures and one's experience and its transmissibility into others. See, Guru Sadhu Shastra. See? This is the best check and balance that you'll find in this universe. It's perfect, man. That's why the Lord sends his most elevated devotees to this planet. He comes himself with his devotees. See, and they write these amazing scriptures, which they've done like this, and then his devotees preach these things. Oh my goodness. Talk about a powerhouse. Talk about uncommon salvation. Like this is, many devotees are liberated here already, have the symptoms of being liberated, and so much more than that. This level of pure devotional service is manifesting in some of devotees here. See? And that's even Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur was saying, even after, right, because this was written either like in the Lord's disappearing or right around that time, he noticed this age of Kali, it was getting covered over, this level of devotion and bhakti. See? He had contact with it because he met Lord Caitanya. He associated with him for 4 months and saw so many things. That's why unless you come here and stay here, you'll see so many things if you do. But if you don't, then you'll miss this. And because it's all about association. If you associate with Lord Caitanya's associates, real associates, if you can ever find one in some life or some, you'll see what I'm talking about here, even though it sounds, oh yeah, This is just exaggerations and all that. You'll see there's no exaggeration at all. Matter of fact, many of us who are getting sensitive are surprised how deep this is going. I am. I'm surprised living a miracle life. That's why if you want mukti and salvation, you come here. Oh, that's easy. That's chunk change. That just comes with every other goodie that you get here. This intimacy with God and all that. People, if you're deep in this and you see people that are liberated souls, I've seen liberated. I don't think they're very close with God. That's not really attractive to me. I'm into closeness with the supreme absolute truth. And so is that Lord. And so are his intimate devotees. And that's what I'm teaching here, or we're teaching here. When I say we, I got my Lord. I like it like this because that's the truth. That's what's being taught here. You're seeing complete person here. We're not complete without the Lord, but there's simultaneously oneness and difference in this level of revelation and realization. Otherwise, you're not really in this line yet. A lot of people say they are, a lot of gurus say they are, but I haven't been impressed yet with anybody that I would say. It's like that. If you're teaching, it's just about love, and all that stuff, See, it's about what Lord Caitanya brought to this world, this conception called simultaneous oneness and difference. See, you're in union with the Lord by engaging in devotional service. You call the Lord in that way, and he comes, and then you're communing with the Lord. You're in your position, and the Lord's in his position, and you taste each other's essence. See, that's what the Lord brought. That's the deepest teaching. That's what you got to see. You got to see somebody like that. Not only do you need to see the guru like, you got to see people that are getting the result of being with such a person. And we have that here too. You can look at the devotees. They're advancing. Some of them by leaps and bounds into understanding many of these deep teachings here. You stay here for a month or two, and you'll learn things, and then you can go to any of those gurus and you see they don't even touch on the subject matter that we touch on. Because the Lord gives us the essence to discuss. The essence, the depth that most people that I've seen don't really understand or know, even in their leadership positions. So Gabriel says, I think there's different teachings that help people in different states of mind, etc. But ultimately, this shouldn't be neglected either, if you know its existence especially. Yeah, I mean, I know that. I know that there are many paths like pearls on a string of Krishna. I know the philosophy, but why do I preach like this? Okay? I could preach, oh yeah, you're on the path to God, you're on the path to God, because everybody's on the path to God. Okay? I could teach that, but then this teaching wouldn't be there. They're glorifying everybody that's a teacher is glorifying what they know and what they realize, right? Look at Eckhart Tolle, he's out there preaching, right? He's out there giving classes. Look at Zara's guru, I think she's inspired by. He's out there giving classes, he's out there talking. Okay? And so, what am I going to say? What am I going to just you're doing great, and you're doing the right, you're doing your path, So I'm preaching my path. I'm preaching I'm preaching how good it is. And they can preach how good their thing is and how perfect they are, and their disciples can do whatever they do. I'm going to preach how good this is. And not only that, what I found is most of those teachers, they preach how good it is, but they don't show much. It's just kind of like a lot of disciples, a lot of talk. Yeah. Here, I preach how good it is. And it's communicated, this level, this mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and people are picking it up. I mean, that's, to me, is unique. Most leaders, it's like a slow process that people they don't change much. You stick around here, you see how the massive changes people go through here. Some, not all, but people move, especially if you're serious, especially if you come regularly. Especially if you go through the purification and you're willing to get spanked. Some people get a little spanked, you get paddled and they want to run away. Well, hey man, don't I tell everybody, hey man, when you're in the dentist chair, you're in the dentist chair. Just sit in the dentist chair. Don't run away. If anybody is miserable here, or people not treating you right and everything, this is good. You should thank them. Thank you very much. They're not giving you respect and not, like appreciating what you're doing. You should be thanking them, actually. See? Because that's not what it's about. That's the purification. Because if you just stick it out, you'll get purified, and you know what you'll see? I didn't know. It's all about engaging in pure devotional service. And pure devotional service is glorifying the absolute truth. I'm just happy about it. This is my own experience. I'm just happy about glory. You can say, go Hari, you're this and that and everything, you're dead, But this to me is the important part. Is the taste, I just want to taste what the Lord tastes. The Lord, and just relish glorifying Krishna and Krishna's devotees. Even he came as a devotee. He didn't like being called God. No, don't call me God. I just want to relish glorifying my Lord, glorifying Krishna and Radha. There's such a perfect taste in that. There's no false ego in that. And if people here are not treating you right, it's just because you're getting purified. Action and reaction. And as you'll see, if you go through the purification, all of a sudden, everybody's attitude changes towards you here. All of a sudden, you're accepted. Everybody. Lolita went through this. She thought she would never be able to come back. I remember. She was so humiliated, and River, she had her bouts with this and that. But the more you go through this, the more purified you get. You realize, okay, good. It's really about the taste and glorifying the Lord, and that you forget about that. It's all like a skin that's been molted off. Yeah. The devotees stay in a liberated condition, just tasting the nectar of glorifying the name, the passive, being absorbed in the Lord's qualities and His name. That's it. And never, you could treat them like this way, that way, and everything. And if you react to any of that mistreatment from the devotees, just thank them. You should do. Thank you very much. You dislodged some crap that was hanging out on me. River raises her hand. Yeah, I can relate. Yeah. So that's the thing. Everything is under the control of the Supreme Lord here. Here you'll find that out. And people don't know how the Lord works. It's a great mystery. But that's why I'm here to help the devotees and help myself understand these things. When the Lord was here, He would sometimes be mean, to the devotees, treat them unfairly. And He would test them in that way and purify them in that way. And some were just so purified, they'd laugh at Him. Yeah. Like Shivananda saying, the Lord, through Nityananda, as Nityananda, kicked Shivananda Sain in the chest. He didn't deserve that at all. All he was doing is serving the devotees, doing all that. Kicked him in the chest, and Shivananda Sain laughed and said, thank you for touching. You gave me mercy by touching my chest. Thank you so much. And everybody else, see, they go through the, come on, man. Don't leave anybody. You got the opportunity to go through that. You going to wait what do you want to wait 4,320,000,000 years before you get the same kind of opportunity to be kicked in the chest like Shivananda saying and go through the purification. Everybody reacted differently there. The wife of Shivananda Sain, who was attached to children, because Nityananda didn't stop there. He cursed the 3 sons to die. Could you imagine having your 3 sons cursed to die? Shivananda Sain didn't wince. There is no illusion. He said, let my 3 sons die for all the inconvenience we've caused, Nityananda. Could you imagine such a statement? Nobody can. But that's the level of depth of understanding the Lord's mind. You know, the Lord, whatever he does is always a blessing, even if he says the opposite. Nothing Nityananda or Lord Chaitanya or Krishna can do can be inauspicious. And that goes in force here. Nothing going on here is inauspicious. And you're going to get that, otherwise if you get out of here, Maya tricked you. Everything happens here is for the benefit of the devotees here. Whether you're treated fairly, unfairly, slapped around, misused like a dish rag, misunderstood, it's all perfect. And then you'll be like Claire that finally got the association, the intimate association of St. Francis. And she said to him in the field, you know, I'll pull that thing up sometime again. You know, with the song, she goes and meets St. Francis, and you're going to be like that Claire. It's tough sometimes, but you'll be like Claire and you'll say to St. Francis, you know, or whoever's representing the leader, I don't want to be understood anymore. I want to understand God. I want to relish that understanding. I can care less about being misunderstood or understood. I want to understand, not to be understood. That's Maya. That's false ego. No, I don't want to be respected. I want to respect the devotees, respect the Lord. I get so much happiness in the taste of giving respect to those who are truly respectable, and that's only pure devotees. They're the ones deserving of respect, because if you learn this lesson here, which I haven't seen any teacher can teach you, you give respect to those God respects, and his devotees respect and honor, and their word. Giving respect as you honor the words of devotees who have love of God, without guile, without pretense. Oh, now you know what the pleasure of God is, because that's what he does. He only acknowledges his pure devotees. That's the scripture. That's why the teaching is tough here sometimes. All you have to do is stay in the fire, stay in the frying pan and fry. Fry in the truth, man. You'll get purified, and you'll be like that, and you'll taste the nectar of glorifying the Lord in ecstasy, the glorifying the absolute truth as it is. You'll be so busy that you just, any false ego will be gone. You know, won't come around, won't harass you. Yeah, that's the secret. The people giving respect to the teachings of speculators. Well, you don't know what pure devotional service is. The Lord doesn't do that, and neither do his real devotees who are teaching the real path and delivering people. You're not delivered by speculators or people who took initiation 3 weeks before you, or by Prabhupada, and they got this big false ego or misconceptions or speculations. You're not delivered by that. You're delivered by liberated souls. In our line, it's more than liberated, more than saved devotees. They're engaged in ecstatic, loving worship of the Lord. Very deep, very amazing. And what a great privilege it is to be here. For whatever you have to go through, just go through it, man. Let the skin burn up, man. When do you get such an opportunity like this? Huh? Where? Just get the kick in the chest and see how you react. If it's like, oh, why don't they respect me? Great, excellent. That's so good that came out of you. Now you know yourself a little better. You know that's not you. That's really the false ego that wants that. The real us is like of the nature of the Lord. The Lord just wants to relish transcendental qualities of himself, because it's a transcendental potency. And the devotees relish that too. See, like that. And we get purified here, so we become better and better at that. Okay, what do we got here? I mean, I just like to chant and do kirtan. I mean, if those are my spiritual attachments, then oh well. What? Too much echo. Oh, great, thank you. Yeah, see, that's another thing. I didn't know there was echo there.
Well, some say too much. Sachi said it's not too much. So for me, it was not too much either.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I'm glad somebody said, because I had it too high anyway. It's a process.
What process?
Yeah, anyway, there's too many words, Yeah, Gabriel is just a lot. He's just got a lot of words in his head. You preach like this because this path is easy and it works like a charm. It's the best choice available. Yeah, I mean, it's like everybody. They like their path. Yeah, and if you're, these people are inspired by. I'm inspired by this path. To me, this is the best path. And actually, from a neutral position, it's the best. Lord Caitanya brought the best path. That's a fact. I can't help it if people don't realize that. You want to say that your path is the best path? Well, it really isn't. I'll just give an absolute. It's not the best path. Lord Caitanya, you come here, I'll convince you it's not the best path. I'll show you logically it's not the best path. I'll show you with feelings it's not the best path. I'll show you with the truth it's not the best path. The best path is brought by the incarnation of the age, for God's sake. And that's Lord Caitanya, no one else. I don't care. You can say Radhe, Radhe, Radhe all you want. It's the same as Lord Caitanya. It ain't the same. You come here for a while, you'll see. I'll work on you to get it, to see that. Just like Prabhu, he's working with this poem here. Isn't he saying, what am I saying? What he's saying? Why is he saying that? Because he realized that. Why is Gauri on board with that? Because I'm realizing something about that also. You show me a path with such intense, deep ecstasy that you see here, then it's the same path. But I haven't seen. See, it's the depth of this path is because it's really, really true. Lord Caitanya is the most merciful incarnation who gave the most revelation and realization of the absolute truth, the deepest experience of the absolute truth. And that's why you got to get purified to see that. After a while, you'll just say, of course, yeah, the latest incarnation. Wouldn't the latest incarnation bring the best? I mean, can you imagine being around when Jesus was here? Jesus gave more mercy than the Pharisees did, who were believing in Moses's preaching, right? An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. See? So where's the progressiveness? It was with Jesus. And those who went with Jesus, listened to Jesus, lived with Jesus, heard from Jesus, they became saints. And the Pharisees were still in the back of the bus. And we could say, well, Pharisee, like Gabriel, yeah, the path is for the Pharisees. Yeah, but Jesus and his disciples are not praying. He said, hey, the kingdom of God is open. Go in the friggin' door, for God's sake. Why not go in the door? The door is here. The door is open. Come on in, man. He didn't say, well, let's give honor to the Pharisees and believe in their path, and their path is good there. Oh, yeah, and these people over there. No, he preached the kingdom. Hey, man, the door is open. Why does Gohari so intense? Well, the door is open again, man. I'll prove it to you. You come here. You see what's going on. You listen. You observe. And then you'll see it's really going on. This is called revival. When the empowered devotees are preaching empowered by the transcendental Lord, it's not like just empowered by the previous incarnations like the Boar incarnation or Jesus Christ, who was here 2,000 years ago, and only one book or a few books, that have been edited. No, we got the power of Lord Caitanya, the power of an amazing disciplic line with amazing scriptures and truths. There ain't anything better than realizing those scriptures and tasting the nectar in the holy name of God. The holy name of Lord Caitanya, Nityananda, and then automatically Radha and Krishna, you'll taste the deep nectar there. Yeah, you'll see things here. You'll see why is Gohari so aggressive? Why is he so passionate? Well, hey, man, you come here, we'll teach you what the spiritual world is. It's intense, man. You notice? Intense ecstasy, intense preaching on glorification of it. It's lion-like, or you don't know why Lord Caitanya came and who he was. Sometimes soft like a flower and, firm like a fist. You don't want to be in the way of that fist, or maybe you do. So, you get my drift, or our drift, or you're drifting away. Go ahead, next verse.
Okay. Because the wonderful Lord never came before my eyes, and because I never tasted the transcendental nectar of service to his lotus feet, I simply pray to attain the jubilant festival of the association of those great souls now decorating this world, whose hearts are fixed at Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet.
There you go. You see, that's the path, isn't it? You got to find a real associate of Lord Caitanya to be able, see, because who was there? It's like if you were in Vrindavan and there's Krishna, right? That's pretty 5,000 years ago, right? We didn't see what the gopis were seeing and the residents were seeing, right? But they told stories, and those who heard that from real devotees who saw what was going on there. They got the result of that. Just like we get the result of Jesus, right? Because those first people who saw him, and then they glorified what they saw, it passed on to those who heard the glorification from real devotees who had the real potency of God. People have lost that understanding. They speculate on what that means. That's why our line, that's usually the devotees have to be sent here because the line is broken. See? The devotees are sent that actually had this connection before, and it's shown in their activities. It's shown. You look at those devotees, wow, that ecstasy that was here 550 years ago is in this person now. They're alive, and this is in that person. But it's not in those who claim to be representatives. They're far away from that ecstasy, far away from the realizations. See? That's how deep what's going on here is. Just what I said, nobody's preached and nobody said this before. Nobody knows this. I'm just putting it together as I'm speaking because the Lord knows all these things. This is how it works. You got to find the real spark, the real connection with the line. Even today, you want to know what Jesus' spirit was like? You got to find somebody who has that spirit. Otherwise, you won't know. You'll just speculate like a lot of Christians who don't know the ways of the Holy Spirit. They speculate. They don't even like the Holy Spirit that those Christians that some of them have. They misunderstand it. Just like here, people misunderstand this ecstatic worship, right? As the Vaishnavas. They don't understand. They think, why are you crying? Why are you laughing? Well, because Lord Caitanya laughed and he cried. And we're here to teach that path again. That's why. Why are you poo-pooing religion and all this stuff? Because Bhagavad Gita does. Abandon all varieties of religion and take shelter of Krishna. See? And this is the best way. Take shelter of Lord Caitanya. And take shelter of, the devotees who preach about Lord Caitanya. In this association, in this shelter, man, will you learn something you never realized was inside you. It'll awaken. The potential. This potential is fabulous. It's amazing. Lord Caitanya is the latest incarnation. He brought the most intimacy that we could get with the Supreme Lord than any other incarnation or any other devotees in any other lines. And that includes Jesus Christ, includes the Prophet Muhammad, because he was here, even logically. And when you learn about this incarnation, Lord Chaitanya, you'll realize, yes, of course. We take everybody. If you come here, you're a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu or worshiping these gurus who don't know deeply these things, you will say yes. You from your own experience, because this will make the most sense. Lord Caitanya makes the most sense. He's the only meaning to really advancing quickly in spiritual life. Otherwise, you got a long, slow road. And you stick around here, you'll see that. You go through the purification, you'll see that. This is your test. This is all our tests. How badly do you want to know Vrindavan? How intimately do you want to know Radha and Krishna? Well, all the tools are here for that to happen. But if you just want to be muktied and liberated and all that chunk change, well, you can get that here. Just come here, hang out for a while, get your little liberation, and go away if you want. Or stay and go deeper all the way with God. You know, when they get a boyfriend or so, they want to go all the way, right? Boyfriend, girl, go all the way. See, to get to the final intimate consummation. Well, you can do that here with God. And it's nothing to do with the genitals. It's about the hearticles. See, genitals, procreation, and a little fun doing it, right? Here, a lot of fun, man, because you got the hearticles going. No loss, no seminal loss, no energy loss, just more energy, more ecstasy, unlimited. How do you like that new word? Put that in our dictionary, River. Particles.
Particles. I like it. It's appropriate.
See, we get new things here all the time. It's not always so intense. I know it's a bit intense. That's why a lot of people are afraid to come up here. Right, Roddy? They're afraid I'm going to beat them up or something. I do sometimes. What happened to my whipping boy, man? You know, what happened to Karuna? Man, whipping boy is gone. See, does he talk to you at all, or is he just busy?
Yeah, he said that he's He's on this, and he says things, doesn't he? He says it, and he's saying that I'm not going with that. When if something happens to children, they it's their karma and they deserve it. When bad things happen to people, if I'm not going with that anymore. I don't like that. I'm not having that. So he doesn't want to take responsibility, and he's listening to somebody. I can't remember. He didn't mention who he's listening to them, but he changes. Sometimes he'll say something else. There you go. But I send him the classes. I don't know if he comes, but he was listening to Lolita today, so that was nice.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I think he just purified Maharaj.
Yeah, well, it's intense here.
Yeah.
The Lord conversing. See, I don't have any intention of trying to change the preaching here or anything. I was just understanding better myself. Yeah, it's all about that. I'm hearing you as far as you're talking to me. It's not easy to reach God. It's not easy to reach God. Well, Zara, I got some good news for you. It's very easy, actually, here. See, it's very easy to reach God here. But do you want? But it takes purification. We in our natural state, we're built to be with God. We got all this stuff on top of us. See, you come here spontaneously, all this stuff will go, just naturally, and it'll be tough sometimes. There'll be misunderstandings. Often, our conditioning will come up and our false identifications and all that stuff. But all you have to do is stick it out. Just stay in the dentist chair when the dentist's work is being done, and get it over with. Yeah. So it is easy to reach God if you hear. And if you don't believe me, is it easy to reach God? Give us your opinion there, River.
Yeah, because you have God. You have always had God, and you've always shown us the symptoms of God. That has made us, and we've received the mercy from you, and it's caused us that attraction and addiction. I like that, to be here with you, because you have God. That's what we desire, and because of your showing us all the time and always being here, we've been able to see that again and again and again. And as we've been hearing the word of God through you, we've been purifying. And
well, let me ask you this: why is it easier to see God here than it is somewhere else?
Because
reach God. Why is it easier to reach God here than other places or in other places?
Well, a few reasons. The main one is because you have God and you show us God within you all the time, and we can check it in the books. We can see how, also we've seen how you've made other people, you've given the Lord to other people, awoken the Lord in other devotees as well, and they are showing symptoms of the Lord as well. This process that you've been teaching us, that Lord Caitanya came, we've just been following this process that the Lord showed us. And you have been teaching us and guiding us and showing us that process, however intense it's got. Nobody else is doing this. And I have not been able to grow, been able to be pacified, transcend all my troubles that I've had. Nowhere else. And I've tried many things, with being bodily unwell. This is all-rounder. It's an all-rounder because it helps you in all parts of your life. I don't know when, but it will happen at the right time when we are purified enough to receive that word of God. And it's been working because we can speak about it so deeply.
You see, it's easy here to reach God because what I'll say we, because I don't like this I'm not working alone. No real devotee does. So I'm going to say we. See, we work as a team. This is the revelation, the realization you get. So we are teaching the path of the acharyas that make it easy to attain God if you're receptive. If you don't want to do the easy path, you're thrown back into some other path that has usually speculations in there, or rules, regulations, more external paths, or speculations of not clearly knowing the goal. Here I'm teaching, or we're teaching, the path of the acharyas. It's very laid out, very clear. You can check it. And it works so well, you can see many people, the fruit of love of Krishna, love of God, very deep levels manifesting already. So they become a witness saying, yeah, this does work fast. And you can ask them, would this have happened if you followed some other path or the other paths you were following? And you see there, it's been easy to attain. What you see in Lolita and River are the highest symptoms that you can get in worship of God. See? It's so high that most of the paths being taught by gurus and spiritual masters cannot recognize those symptoms as the most sublime. And proof of that is in the gurus in the ISKCON, where they have all these books about devotees who have these kinds of symptoms on the highest platform of pure devotional service. Those symptoms are awakening in devotees here. They're all thinking you got to attain it by your strength of your sadhanas and renunciation, all that. We already got it. And it just keeps developing more and more. So it's easy here. If you say it's very hard to reach God, well, you're following a harder path. If you give up, you abandon your opinions and your speculations that come from following these other paths that don't work as well. That's why I say you come here and you observe. Okay, is Gaurahari, is he being real? Is he being honest? Is this really true what he's saying? I don't want any blind believers. I want you to be convinced. See, convinced that this is what it is. A very quick path to God that's going to make it so fast that your head will spin. It's like, wow, man. Ooh. So that's great. I'm glad you brought that up there, Zara. So you come here regularly and you'll see how easy it is to attain. God will come to you, Zara. God will be so pleased that you found this path, because this is rare as anything rare in this world could be, and more rare. And when you find this rare treasure, see, we found the pearl of great price, and this pearl is great price, very, very, very wonderful, very, very amazing, very powerful, every good transcendental thing you can think about. Yeah. And the way to get it, just follow the easy path, even though it's not easy to follow. You know why it's not easy? It's just a false ego, false ID, speculations that you hold to. That's all. So those will dislodge automatically here. And when you develop more and more faith that's not blind here, that this is really fantastic, and the Lord gives you from within the realizations of what's going on here, which takes some patience and time. And then you'll get it. Otherwise, see, if you come here, a lot of people are attached to a liberation that are actually devotees on the path to an extent. They want the mukti. So they want to come here and, yeah, just give it to me. Just give me mukti pad. I know, I've been around there. I know what mukti pad is. You go there, you go get a darshan, he gives you the feather, or that lady gives you the feather, touches you with a feather, and you get, there's other people doing it in the Osho ashram. They touch you, they go like this, and they slap you in the head and all kinds of, get that, move that kundalini, and you got, here you got to be more patient. See, because that doesn't really work. It's only temporary, because you're not a devotee. You're not going through this easy process. This process is easy, and you gradually develop your devotion, which is, this gradual thing can often feel, I think it's going too fast. You get, so some people like, oh, I got to put the brakes on a little bit. But this is, yeah. So you come here, you'll see for your own self how easy this is here. I miss my mummy. Hope you will meet your son soon. Yeah. Yes, this needs a sense of urgency, not hasty, but see, yeah, to not lose this association is very rare. Yeah. It's almost like an elevator door is open now. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. You know, when Lord Chaitanya was here, the door was open with his devotees. If you didn't meet him, you would meet his real associates when they're wandering around. We're like that. We're his associates wandering around and bringing people in the door. If it closes, who knows? It closed for 500 years, basically, more or less. Yeah. Because this is so sublime, it's so rare, it's beyond liberation. And liberation, you know, as soon as, if the devotees are not here vehemently, vigorously preaching this, you know what happens? The liberated types come here and they vigorously preach about liberation very aggressively, very strongly. And then people start to go for liberation, that one of the four goals of life. This is the fifth goal of life that most don't even know there's a fifth goal of life. Most people are just striving for liberation at best, mukti. I don't even strive for liberation. Who needs that, man? That comes automatically. Too busy relishing the transcendental qualities of the Lord. The fifth goal of life we teach here. This is articles. I got to catch up with the chat here. Yes, kick me, Maharaj. I like her attitude. Hey, that's great, man. Wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome there, Zara. Ego likes the hard path. That's true. It does, doesn't it? Well, you know, that's all we've been presented. The ego, those who are identified with the false ego, usually the path people are taught are the harder paths. Meditation, you know, like yoga, yogi, become a yogi, discipline, that kind of thing. And all because or the false acharyas, the false gurus. False being they're not really, you know, like really beyond mukti, you know. And then maybe they teach they are, and all kinds of speculations. So those paths, the harder paths, are there until you find this narrow gate that Jesus was talking about. Is faith in those who have a message of mercy. Just like Jesus, he had a message of mercy. Just like Lord Caitanya, he had a message of special mercy. And just like Gaur Hari and his friend that's standing behind here have a message of special mercy. If you come and you hang out with us, you'll see that these are not empty words. These are real. This causes the reality of what's spoken here to manifest. The love of Krishna very easily is attained. Replying to, you're not alone, Mary. What does Mary say? Ooh, Radhe gets a little out there, huh? Ego likes the hard path. That's true. My testimony, think I'm getting my 20 US dollars. Oh, good. I'm glad you're getting your $20 worth. I'm a beggar at the feet of the master. Yes, I'm poor and ashamed of being without Lakshmi, enough to care for my guru. Oh, hey, man. I'll take the donation. You know what the donation I'll take there, Balaram? What is it? Balaram. Yeah. You know, this is the donation I'll take from you. You pay your attention. Just pay your attention here regularly. You know, fit us in between the Netflix. You know, you can do this. You can watch a half hour of Netflix and a half hour of the video. Okay, we got to do a regulative program for you. I know you like movies. So a half hour there and a half hour here. We got to do that with Rangaleka too. Just got to. Yeah, pay some attention here and you'll see it'll go a long way. That's your donation. Everybody's donation. Just pay your attention here. I do, man. That's, you know, I'm doing the same thing. I'm part of the audience. I'm like you guys. You know, we're here together like friends, you know. I just got my position. The Lord given this position, you know. I didn't even ask for it. It just spontaneously happened, you know. I guess the Lord was thinking, because I was worshiping the Lord in ecstasy for a long time. And he just thought, hey, I can use a guy like you're getting hollowed. I didn't know I was getting hollowed out. I was just having a great time, relishing in ecstasy, Lord Chaitanya's association. You know, and then it came to a point, he says, I think I can use a guy like you know, to preach my message. Preach my mercy now. You've relished enough in the closet. You know, dose everybody. Give them some of Osley's white lightning. Watch out. The punch we serve here packs a punch. Right, Lolita? She's drinking the punch all the time.
Radhe asks, why do you always talk about the false ego?
Always? Okay, yeah. Where is she? Just because you said that, we want to point it out. Make it clear. Do you have a false ego, Radhe?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
That's why we talk about it. I didn't know I was talking. Was I talking about the false ego? I didn't know that.
No, you were not talking about the false ego. I was.
Oh. Yeah, Zara. Isn't Zara nice? Isn't she? She's I like that. So Zara, why don't you come on now? Why don't you come on? And you had some questions you wanted to ask. You ready to do that? If you are, come on. It'll be beneficial for everybody, actually. We'll all benefit by your sincere comments and questions. Yeah. Gabriel, your boldness will be forgiven if you forgive my boldness. We'll do a little deal. There's ego, and this ego is a pain in the foot, sure. I don't know how to join. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me give you the link there, Zara, on let's see. I'll put it in the comments on Facebook again. Okay, all you do is click on the link here coming up. Let me know if you see the link on Facebook. I just put it up. Yeah. Okay, so read a verse there, River, while we're waiting for Zara. Next verse.
Okay. I'm tightly bound by the chains of limitless, horrible desires. I'm addicted to millions of sins. My mind is filled with pain. Millions of wicked men mislead me. They are not my friends, except for Lord Gora, who is my friend in this world.
Yeah, you know, this is the thing. If you meet, like the previous verse, it said you meet the associates of Lord Gora who present the Lord as he is. They present Lord Gauranga. They present his mission. Because they have personal realization. You're so lucky. Yeah, anybody. You can come too there, Balaram. Anybody can come. It's not working? Oh, why is that? Okay, you know, let me try and put it in your messenger there, Zara. I'll put it in your messenger here.
She didn't get a little thing that says join the stream?
Maharaj, sometimes you have to open it up in Chrome.
Oh.
Or Firefox. Certain browsers it doesn't work very well.
Oh, really? Okay.
It used to be like that. It might have changed.
Yeah. So Zara, are you on a computer? Okay, I put it in your messenger too. I don't know. Maybe it's your. I have to open it up in another, like she says. I don't know.
Does anybody needs to leave? Is there enough room for another person? I thought it was for 6.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I paid for this, so I can get 10 people up here.
Oh, okay.
A lot of room, huh? Still, 4 more. Whoever else wants to come up, we'll fit you all in this room. Isn't that nice? Lord Caitanya made a room. No matter how many people come, it's like Zoom meeting. At Zoom, they can have hundreds of people come. You know, there's room. This is like the spiritual world. There's room for no matter how many zillions of people you put in there, it expands. The miracle of God. Yeah. So, and this is what the demons don't know. You know, the demons think there's not enough room on this planet for people. There's not enough resources, and that's all an illusion. You know, because the Lord doesn't show them these things. He doesn't show them his miracles because they're demons, you know, demons that have this hidden. Yeah. So they think they need to kill people. They need to, you know, take people off the planet by their tricking them to take injections, chemtrails, or God knows what else, putting poisons in their foods. My God, man, are they active.
Hurricanes and tornadoes.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah. So anyway, they don't know that the Lord has renewable resources. He's the, you know, everything is renewable. You know, look at all the air he's provided for billions of people, you know? Yeah. Of course, we need to cooperate a bit with the Lord, you know, not pollute everything, you know. Oh, here he goes. Zara's here. Okay. Hey, Zara.
Hello.
Hello. So you said you had some questions.
Fine.
Why don't you share?
Oh my God. Not right now. I mean, there's. I have to think about it.
Oh, you have to think. Okay, if something comes up, just let us know.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, River, go ahead. Read some more.
Because the wonderful Lord never came before my eyes, and because I never tasted the transcendental nectar of service to his lotus feet, I simply pray to attain the jubilant festival of the association of those. Did I read this?
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're reading it again.
Okay. Those great souls now decorating this world.
Yeah, see, now they were decorating the world at that time. But where do you see those persons? See, you need to see those persons tasting that nectar to know what the Lord was doing. They're in the real line. The Lord came here to give us the ability to taste the nectar in the holy name to the point of tremendous ecstasy, tremendous intimacy, tremendous revelation and realization of the absolute truth. And only those persons who have the mercy of Lord Caitanya. That's why I say they usually have to be sent. It is such a high revelation and realization of the absolute truth. You can't just get it. Here we go, Balaram Das. All right, welcome. You can't just get it. There he is. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, you can't just get it on your own or with somebody who doesn't have it. There's a lot of good people in the world, a lot of saints even. Well, maybe not a lot, but there's saints in the world, saintly people. But the associates of the Lord Caitanya are very rare and very amazing, very unique, very powerful, very topmost, top-notch in a sense of the ecstasy they bring and the intimacy with God they bring. And when you really get their association, then you look out there. You look at all the gurus and teachers and everything, you think, wow, that's different than what Lord Caitanya brought to this world, because I can see the tasters who are tasting that nectar are unique and different and deep into the truth, the absolute truth. It's phenomenal, actually. And my God, and the mercy you get because you're so close with God, it's like God's glories just radiate through you as you to others, even. People it's like you understand what the goddess of fortune does. And with Lord Caitanya, even more than the goddess of fortune. The goddess of fortune, Ras, is still got some mixture in it of opulences. Oh, of the reverencies. But the devotees of Lord Caitanya are very intimate with Lord Caitanya. See, very, very close to Lord Caitanya. He treats them like a friend. They treat him like a friend. And more even. Very, very unique, very sublime. You know what? Unfortunately, I have to go because I got to eat something now, and it's getting too late. I like to eat early, and then and it's late for you guys. It's early for me, but you guys it must be like 8 or 9 o'clock. What time is
10.
it, Lily? 10 o'clock. Oh my God!
9:15.
I'm sorry for keeping you guys up.
No. We could have gone if we wanted. Tom and me, for him, it's the same hour. And
Yeah,
Rade as well.
it's interesting. Huh? It's really
Yeah.
interesting. Our little meetings, Okay, so we'll end it here. Thank you, Zara, for coming on.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So much.
Hey, I tell you, I'm so happy that you're coming, and
Oh my
I can
goodness.
see your heart is in a great place.
I'm honored. I'm so overwhelmed. I don't, but you can kick me and you can, try to purify me. Maybe there is a hidden ego inside me. I'd like to bring it out, the
Oh
monster.
yeah, bring it out. Let's yeah.
What an
And
example.
but I just remembered a question. Sorry to keep you away from your food.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You know,
Go ahead. We'll do the
I,
one question.
why shouldn't we go can we go directly to Krishna rather than through Lord Chaitanya? Like, is it necessary, easy?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, it's
Thank
just
you.
yeah. Well, the thing is, you could go directly to Krishna or God if you want to get there faster, because like Krishna says in the scriptures, those who go to me directly may or may not attain me, but those who go to my devotees attain me without doubt. That's why Jesus came, so you go through the devotee, you attain the kingdom of God quicker. Otherwise, there's some doubt. It takes a long, many lifetimes and all that. And now, when you apply that understanding to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, not only do you chain the kingdom of God quickly because you go through real devotees, but they're of this specialized type. They're of the type of they're actually, if you're a real one, if you're a real devotee of Lord Chaitanya, that means you have the most intimate understanding of the secrets of the essence of everything, because only Lord Chaitanya brought that. And this will be proven. It's not just talk. You can bring me any Christian, any Vaishnava. You can bring that that guru will come. You can bring that guru, and if any of them are not devotees, I mean, really intimately associated with this incarnation, you'll see that the understanding given here is topmost. The ecstasy is topmost, and that's what proves it. And so if you want to take a longer time, you can go through God directly. But you know how you know, and I think you know from your own experience, Zara, at least you told me that you were feeling like, that you're not liberated, and there's it's some difficulties, right? Well,
Yes,
if you
right.
come here, if you come here by your own experience, you'll see those difficulties will be removed easier, if not
I
easy.
see. But what about going through it? Sorry to keep you from your
No,
food.
no.
What about going to Krishna through Radhe, that divine love that
Well,
Radhe taught?
see, that's another thing. If you found a real associate of Lord Chaitanya, you're going through that love of Radhe. Otherwise, if you're not an associate of Lord Chaitanya, and if you actually were deeply, like, you might be associated, but there's some coverings there. See, because when you're deeply, like, say you're a big sister or big brother in this world, you're like, if you're in this line, the devotees of Lord Chaitanya are the real ones, are the authentic representatives of Radha and Krishna in this world on a very deep level, and they prove it, and we prove it here. See? And so if you say, I want to just go through Radhe, and still you have problems and difficulties, better to go through the ones who are actually real associates of Lord Chaitanya and associates of Radhe. And the way you know is, well, God, if you stick around here, you'll see people more free than yourself. They're not, I mean, I'm not attacked by demons or anything. Matter of fact, I attack them. I'm often attacking Maya. It's a game for me.
Wow.
I play with snakes. I play with demons. It's got to have some fun in this world. Everybody else is afraid of Maya and all. I just like to fight Maya. I think she likes to. We like to. It's a kind of a game, we play. So that's the kind of spiritual power here.
Yes. We can even have fun with Maya. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. What do you say, Maharaj?
I think he's frozen.
Yeah, Maharaj is frozen.
Maharaj, you're frozen.
He'll be back.
I wish demons weren't related to snakes, because I like all individuals, entities. I like the material snakes in the world.
Yes,
What do you think, Lolita, about
crows.
snakes in the world? Not demons, just the
Snakes
the
in
little,
the world.
yeah, the crawly things in the world. Do you like them?
I'm not so fond.
I like all kind of, but little bugs and all. I put them outside, and spiders.
Of course, I'm not killing animals, but
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. Then it's kind of like, maybe it's like playing around with Maya. I play around with Maya, but it gets me in trouble too, because I'm not always strong enough.
Why are you not strong enough?
I don't know, because of my my conditionings and stuff. I mean, like, just this car wreck has really been humbling, amazingly humbling, because I really, it's like making it so I can't go to the temple as easy, and maybe that's probably a good thing.
Okay.
And sometimes it's not a good thing. I mean, maybe I was going too much,
Why is
That
going
might
to
be
the temple so important to you?
because I could go there and chant with others in the physical, not just online,
Okay.
in the physical. But I think I was finally kind of getting that it's good to. Um, I have to be able to know how to speak up more, and that's going to get me into trouble if I speak up too much. But maybe not. Maybe Krishna will protect me.
Of course.
But
Of course he protect you.
I'm just learning, I'm learning.
Yeah, it's all about learning.
It takes time to learn things. Sometimes it takes a long time. Some people are quick learners. I might be a slow learner.
Well, turtles always win the race, don't they? Look what happened
Well,
to the
I don't want to
jackrabbit.
be the only one. I want us all to win. I don't want to win. I just want to get there.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you
me
never
too.
lose.
You
You
are there.
always win.
You are
Always.
there.
Always win.
Believe in yourself.
Yes.
You are there, Mary Sachi.
I
Yeah.
like this, Zara. I like Radhe too. I like everybody.
Yeah.
Of course, you
It's
love
nice.
everybody.
Yeah. You come here,
I
we're
love everybody.
going to teach you how to go beyond this loving yourself. You're going to love the real self, and you're going to see the power in that, man. When you love the real self, you completely you burn the false ego that has this other self. See, people, the best I've seen is they try to teach people how to believe in themselves. See, but it's still a trick of Maya there. You come here, this is, we're going to teach you how to believe in the real self that we share in common. And man, that's powerful. And that's unique. I haven't seen anybody really teaching that. It's always about how to believe in yourself, but there's still some false identification there. There's such tremendous, well, it's the full truth. You just meditate on the qualities of the real self, and you stay empowered, you stay blissful, happy forever, and you just will do that forever. And you'll realize that's a little slight trick of Maya to get you to believe in your own self. See, and that's that, just a little illusion. Very few people
Well,
understand this.
well, see, I think there's just a little bit of that that's valid. It's just knowing how much.
Well, see that little
Of
bit
the
of that.
loving
See, when you attain this, what I'm talking about, then you see your real position is a devotee of that eternal self, and you're in your position now. That's what this chanting in this association will more and more we get to that place where our position is to be devoted to the real self, to live in communication with the real self, the happiness of that. See, then there's no more this false ID, that's always needing something, always needing some respect and honor and to be honored, and and to need some power, So there's a weakness in that. But anyway, by and by, all these things will get clear.
Yeah. When?
They will run
Well, I
away.
have.
When it's time, Radhe. When it's your time.
I'm waiting for the time.
Yes. Good. Be patient.
Huh.
Let's see what Ready Freddie says. When you love yourself too much, you walk around like a selfie. Exactly.
Fuck Freddy. I love Freddie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay, so what else there, Sarah? I will take one more comment.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
Oh, I should. I'm here again. There shouldn't be any Zara.
Oh, yeah. This is Zara.
I think you should go and have your food.
Okay, let's do that.
No
Okay,
Zara.
all right.
let's play the
Um,
Fanny song.
Let's
Thank you so much.
play the Fanny song a
Thank
little
you so
bit.
much.
Fanny. Come on, Fanny. I have so much things to say, but not today.
Okay, another time.
Maybe I should go crawl around on my tummy in the bushes, and I'll learn about snakes.
There you go.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of